A moment right now to bring out my good friend Tommy Wildfire Rich.
What is going on, baby? You doing all right?
Can't complain a bit in the world, Tommy. I said earlier that you had about 20,000 good reasons for coming out here.
Yes, sir, I sure did go out. Somebody say something about it. It sure do feel good, too, to be right here in Birmingham where I won this money and be right here with all the people. $20,000. You know, it was a big night for me in Birmingham. And I love all these people out here, too, Daddy.
Now, let me ask you this, Tommy. And, of course, I saw what happened, as I'm sure many of the people right here saw what happened. It was not done. You had a tag team partner who certainly was not a partner.
Well, no, sir, Gordon. Sometimes in professional wrestling, I'd much rather have Johnny as a partner, but sometimes that don't happen, and you got to do the best you can. And like you said, this man, Mr. World Class, the man under the mask, could end up him and me in the ring and his partners. And you know, like I said, I didn't want him as a partner, but at the time, $20,000, a man got to do what he got to do.
All right, I'll tell you what, let's do it. For those of you out there right now, take a look in your monitors. We're looking at the closing moments of this $20,000 triple chance two-ring battle royal. And right here, you've got yourself a world of problems.
Yes, right there, Gordon. You can see the guy World Class right here. You seen him reach it down to his tights right there. He had loaded the mask up, and he hit me in the head. I was down, and that's supposed to be my partner. And, of course, right here, you later into the match where he's putting the boots to me, you know. And so, I mean, what you going to do? Right there, I was kind of out of my mind right there. That's my partner beating me up. So what's a man supposed to do?
Well, that's it. The whole thing in a nutshell is that here is a man who was out apparently to be everybody's partner but yours.
Well, you know, I mean, it goes back to Ron Fuller. Ron Fuller talking about this is one of his studs in his stall, or he's in his stall. And I knew that when I got in the ring, but when I turned around, he hit me in the head. I was down, and I guess they thought they had the best of me.
All right, well, of course, that did not prove to be the case, obviously, by the fact that you're holding that check for $20,000. All right, here's where you're in a lot of trouble now. And, again, everybody's taking a shot at you.
Yes, sir, Gordon, but, you know, just like I referred to before, because I love all these people here in Birmingham. But, you know, a little bit later, you're going to see where they start hollering, "Fired up, Tommy, fired up." Well, Tommy does fire it up in a few minutes, too.
All right, I'll tell you right now, though, you've been put to the canvas once again, and everybody is taking their shots at you. In essence, it's been 3 against 1.
Yes, sir, Gordon, and of course, you know better than anybody. You've seen Tommy Rich down, you've seen Tommy Rich not get up on occasions, but sometimes when you thought Tommy Rich wasn't going to get up, Tommy Rich got up.
Is that great second efforts that made you the kind of man you are and the kind of champion that you've been? And now, of course, you are firing yourself back up. You're back on your feet. Again, you're still facing the same problem of 3 opponents instead of 2. And your tag team partner hasn't been doing much about tagging in.
Oh, well, no, Sir Gordon. You can see every time I go to tag him, he's got that short arm-itis. He don't want to tag, you know. I don't know what his deal was, whether he thought he was going to split $20,000 with them 2 boys or what the thing was. But nevertheless, I'm standing here with the $20,000. Mr. Clash is sitting back there without a dime. So that's what it amounts to. Mr. Clash, you want me, I'm right here. $20,000 richer.
All right, here's the Cronum with a good mule kick coming off the ropes and firing away with a hard right hand. You got Ash rocking and rolling here. And now you catch him with an elbow. And again, coming back to your feet. And obviously, you need to get over and tag up. Again, he's got that problem of trying to get that hand into the ring.
So right there, Gordon, you see, I got tired of it, fed up. He turned his back on me again. I drop kicked him in the back. They thought it was all over. You watch right here, and right here, the film is worth 1,000,000 words. I can sit here and tell you what all happened. Right here, I kicked one, small package the other, 1, 2, 3. And right here I stand, World Class, $20,000 richer. Birmingham, Alabama, baby!
All right, you picked up the $20,000. Now it's a 3-on-1 free-for-all. And, well, all I can say here, Tommy, is it takes a lot. All right, they grabbed the check here, tried to make off with it. And suddenly things start to change. But obviously the important thing is right now is that you do have that $20,000. I understand that he's very unhappy and complaining about what did happen. and that you've got a special answer for him.
Yes, sir, I sure do. But the special answer ain't got nothing to do with you, world class. Somebody say something about there's a boy claiming to be the Tennessee stud, got the big stars and everything. Well, I'm going to tell you something, Fuller. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee myself. They're liable to be a new stud on the block. As far as you, Mr. Class, being in your style, what I'm telling you is I'll put $10,000 of it up right now for a match with him. You tell him to bring himself on, but then if I beat him, you better so-called stud.
Injured list. It happened as a result of a sleeper hold that was applied by one Bob Armstrong. And with me right now is Jimmy Golden's cousin, of course, the Tennessee stud, Ron Fuller.
Well, Gordon, this is a deplorable act. I've never done anything to Bob Armstrong. Neither has Jimmy Golden. There's no reason for Bob Armstrong to jump Jimmy Golden when the match was over. The match was ended. We had already won. We were victorious. And you got it on videotape. I want to see it. Go ahead.
All right, I'll tell you what. Let's take a look right now what we're talking about. The match was indeed over. There was no question about that. And, of course, well, there are reasons aplenty why Bob Armstrong did what he did.
Well, as you can see here on this videotape, Jimmy Golden had Bob Armstrong go in there, and he's sneaking around and jumps on his back here and applies a choke hold. That's not a sleeper hold to begin with. It's nothing but a choke hold, and he chokes the man down. You can see Jimmy here trying to get the referee in there to break it up. There was a referee's job to break it up. The match was over. When the match is over, the man is supposed to leave his opponent alone and get out of the ring and leave the ring, and you can see what he's doing here. Jimmy's trying everything he can to get out of this sleeper hold, this choke hold, I should call it. And you can see him now collapsing down here. Jimmy Golden is my only blood relative that has any backbone. My brother has no backbone. Jimmy Golden has the only backbone in his family besides myself. And now he's in the hospital and has been for 3 days. He hasn't recovered from this. And no telling what's going to happen to him. And you can see these people out here have no respect for an injured man.
Well, Lord Humongous moves into the ring. Austin Idol moves into the ring. Bob Armstrong continues to hold that sleeper hold that's occurred, of course, in Montgomery, Alabama. I might point out that the sleeper hold is an exceptionally dangerous hold. And for any of you who are watching right now, this is something you shouldn't try. Don't try it on your friends or your neighbors or anything like that. It's a lethal hold, and certainly being evidenced here by the tremendous power that Bob Armstrong is putting on Jimmy Golden.
Well, you can see the man there, and now that's not a very pretty sight. Slobber running out of his mouth. You know, Jimmy Golden is a handsome man, and everybody knows he's a handsome man. To have slobber running out of his mouth like that, I know that'd be humiliating if Jimmy was able to watch this right now. And you can see once I came into the ring, they decided to get out of there because they knew that there was going to be retribution to pay Gordon Soley. Now you can see I'm trying to wake him up. Is that not Bob Armstrong's job to wake him up if he puts him to sleep?
According to the NWA rules and regulations, a man uses a sleeper hold, he must reawaken that man. Yes, sir.
Well, I noticed there that Bob Armstrong had left the ring. We had to carry Jimmy Golden out of the ring. He was taken to the hospital. It took him almost an hour and a half to recover from being in that sleeper hold. I don't like it a bit. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell all you rednecks something at the same time. I said Pork Chop Cash would be gone from this part of the country. And where is he, Gordon Soley?
He's gone.
He's gone. Now I'm going to tell you and every one of you out there that the next man to go will be Bob Armstrong. And when he's gone, it'll be Small Armstrong. When he's gone, it'll be Steve Armstrong. And when I'm finished here, I'm going to use my brain power and my body power, and I'm going to eliminate them from this part of the country, from any part of the wrestling country. I'm going to see to it that they're gone from wrestling for good. I got nothing else to say. Jimmy Golden, if you're listening to me, baby, I'm going to take care of business, and I'm going to do it for you, cuz.
Well, may I just say, in deference to the Tennessee stud and to Jimmy Golden, the NWA is investigating the situation with Bob Armstrong. The fact that he did fail to reawaken the man is not good at all.